Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 3, which is entitled as Karma-yoga, Sloka 7. Yastvindriyāṇi manasā niyamyārabhate rjuna karmendriyaiḥ karma-yogam asaktaḥ viśiṣyate. Translation. On the other hand, if a sincere person, tries to control the active senses by the mind and begins karma yoga in Kṛṣṇa consciousness without attachment, he is by far superior. In the previous sloka, it is said, one who controls senses but their mind wanders, that person is called as mithyachari. In this sloka, Kṛṣṇa praises the person who is doing karma yoga, and he says that person is greater than the jnana yogi who is trying to control the senses but his mind is wandering. In the sloka, Kṛṣṇa says not to trouble the senses. As they are used to do their own job, let them do it. That is Kṛṣṇa's recommendation in this sloka. Let the eyes see, let the ears hear, let the tongue taste, mouth speak, nose smell, let the hand touch, let the legs walk. Don't try to put a control on them, but do it in a way these things have to do. The indriyas are in fact created by me, Arjuna, for a particular purpose, for a certain function. Therefore, one cannot be idle, not being engaged. They have to do something. Controlling them is not going to be an easy job. In fact, we can see that even a newly born child cries, kicks its hands and legs. We never seen a baby just born doing nothing, no action. In fact, if the babies are not doing action, the parents are tensed and in very much anxiety. Therefore, the point that is being made here is the nature of the senses, indriyas, is to do action, activities. But these activities of the senses should be proper as recommended in the scriptures, shastras. A difference between a person who is just doing action, karma, and one who is doing action with proper knowledge, jnana, is that one who does action, just the action, but has no idea about why they are doing, doesn't have an idea about self, atma. Because this person doesn't have an idea about atma, his mind and senses will never be under control. When the mind and senses are not under control, it is not possible for one to be self-realized. Whereas, one who is doing action with proper knowledge, the proper knowledge that is being told here is about Atma, about self. He will get self-realization because he understands the purpose behind the action that he is performing. So when we do any karma action in our life, we must think how this is going to help me in my understanding of Atma, myself. If I still remember someone who has troubled me 10-15 years back, if I still get angry having a grudge, hatred upon that person, then for me, Atma Darshana is going to be difficult to achieve. So the lesson that we need to take from this sloka is to start practicing this principle. The principle is, before doing any action, taking up any action, think if this activity is going to help me to get closer to myself, to Atma. Is it going to help me in my spiritual progress? If not, one should not be doing such activities, action. If it does, then one should take up happily and do it, even that activity may not be of what we wanted to do, because initially we may not like it, but eventually that is what is going to be helpful in our progress. So the defining factor for any action that we do is that, is this action going to benefit me getting closer to self-realization, closer to Atma, my Atma? If not, we don't do it. If it does, we do it, even if that activity doesn't fall into the list of our favorite ones. When we do it in this manner, then that becomes our nature over the period, and we will be able to do activities that only benefits our Atma, nothing else. So the senses have to be engaged in a right prescribed way so that we can see things in a right manner, we can hear right things, we can speak right thing, we can taste right thing, we can touch right things, and engage our hands and legs in right ways. So Kṛṣṇa appreciates that this person, a karma yogi, is greater than the jnana yogi, because rather than simply trying to control the external activities and mental thoughts about those objects to enjoy, this person rather utilizes all the senses in a right way. Therefore, karma yogi is greater in many ways. One is not renounced like the jnana yogi, but still maintains the family, but leads the life as explained by Kṛṣṇa so far. Kṛṣṇa considers that person to be greater than the jnana yogi, because the karma yogi, though he has renounced, his thoughts are not purified yet. Yat indriyāṇi manasā niyamyārabhate rjuna karmendriyaiḥ karma-yogam asaktaḥ viśiṣyate. Namaste. Hare Krishna.